Hi guys, sorry about that. Technical problems, as usual, at the start. I must be working for Scopely. That's the only thing I can think of. But anyway, let's try and... Cancel. Bloody hell, I'm not getting anything right tonight. Oh my god. Here we go. So, let's try and log in. Can we log in? Oh, it's booted up, starting off so far, so, yeah. So, how are we all finding the act so far? Because I'm actually quite impressed with what's been released so far. Yeah, I'm actually impressed with it. Which was, I didn't really think was going to happen until obviously I read the patch notes and listened to DJ's video. But it turned out to be, actually, this looks to be pretty good. So, what we're going to be doing tonight is we're going to be looking at the new Amadas. Yes, we are going to be running at least two. Yes, 2 Amadas we're going to be running tonight. I've got ships ready. They're not fully crewed, so we are going to start putting crews on them. And we're going to talk about crews as well. So, now, while we're just doing this, I'm going to turn this music down a wee bit because I'm going to quickly jump on Discord. And quickly share out the live stream. So, right. Boo boo boo. Do 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 do. So, please just bear with me while I quickly get this done. So, had a few things to take care of at home first. Right. Do 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 do. Oh no. Right. That's not what I wanted. So that stopped the music. Awesome. There we go. That's what I wanted. So do that one. Grab that. Copy link. All these different things that we have to do. Right. So we'll need to just quickly put it out there that we are live. Yeah, let's click on that. So I can see the comments coming in. Yay. And in there. Comments coming in. Yay. Right. Mute that bit. So we will get going. I promise you that we will get going. So DDD at everyone, I'm live. And then quickly paste the link, let that do that, send that now, and that will post it to the relevant boxes. And I actually put that in the wrong box. Trust me. Right, so it's been one of those days today where nothing has actually gone right. So I think the only thing that went right earlier today was the actual patch notes. That was it. But anyway, how's your day been? So I do have the comments up, so I can see the comments as they come in. And there we go. Just move that there so I've got a better view of it. Here we go. So now we'll put that in there, paste that there, post that there. Then that will send it out to all the necessary channels. Well, most of them anyway. So right, let's get the music back on, shall we? Oh hell. Right. Here we go. Right, so Deep Space Nine Part 2. Yeah, how are we all finding it? Because I'm finding it pretty damn good so far. So, by the looks of it, we have a flashing green box in the top corner. So, let's have a look at it, shall we? So, let's just see if we can angle that to get me more centered. There we go. So, now, I've already done the Battle Pass for today. And it's the IMS. Yes, we have a server-wide event going on. So we are going to look at the events. The calendar has also been posted, so we will be looking at the calendar as well. We've got a full pack. I know I said I'll talk about my last video about where all the bugs and all that. Whether we get around to actually talking about that, it's going to be a different story, but we'll have to wait and see. Now, there was an Oopsie Chest and also released today because obviously, hey Joseph, because the release, obviously we end up with that default error 5, was it? Yeah, because RevJuice made up a joke about how many things we can get about Mambo number 5 of it. So obviously that came up, and obviously we still got some stuck hostiles going around. Even the new Gemhead ships now, I found 3 so far in the system where my Enterprise is currently sat. Badly damaged, mind you, and I should really bring the Enterprise home. So, because I'm most likely going to need some crews off there. But the one thing is, I'm not going to be using the Enterprise for the Amadas that we're going to be running tonight. Hey Mark, we are going to be using the G3 Uncommon level 28 ships, the Saladin, the Bortus, and the Centaurian. Yes, we are going to be using them. Now, the Oopsie Chest did give us 1 free new Dominion Armada. So that's the one we are definitely going to be using tonight. And there's also going to be one in the faction tree from the Bajorans, which we will be able to acquire tonight. Yes, I've had a quick look and we can acquire it. So let me just see what gifts we've got. Oh, we've got the 10 minute. Oh, it's just the usual chest then. So, did level 40 uncommon with a tier 8 Enterprise and Augur and tier 3 Jellyfish. How did that one go? Because I have been watching a couple of alliances off my server running them, and I'm actually pleased to say the timers on these things are actually quite low. I think they start at 2 minutes. I did message somebody and they said 2 minutes. So that is definitely going to make it quite interesting. Only the Augur died. Oh, that's brilliant. I mean, that's a level 40 uncommon. That's not too bad. But I will say the 3 ships I am using, yes, they are maxed at tier 9. They are all maxed at tier 9 and they are all level 49. Yes, because I want my ships to be strong. I'm a ship collector, but I want them to be strong as well. So now let's have a quick look at the I'll tell you what, let's start with this thing behind me, the battle pass. I've actually had a look through this and I am loving what is in this pass this month. We have, if you are willing to unlock the elite, I will be on Friday, you've got the chance to get 1 full rare Armada. Yes, so that's going to be your regular Armadas in faction space, or it's going to be one of the Cardassian Nord class stations. You know where mine's going? Nord class station. That's where it's going. But also, as you can see, starting already, I've got 3 Ducat shards. We also got some the Cardassian officers in the Oopsie pack as well. But like I said, this pack is actually looking pretty good. So obviously we've got these. Oh, and free to play straight out. I've got another Cardassian. I've got another Ducat. Ooh. Now, are these players going to be source free to play this month? I don't know. Looking so far, there might be a slim chance you could, but it depends what the calendar says as well. So now with the elite side, obviously if it gives you a number underneath, I will look further into that one, but obviously you will be able to see. I didn't see an event to unlock the epic officer in the event calendar. Ah, thank you, Joseph. That is interesting. I had a quick glance at earlier. I didn't properly take everything in because my kids were driving me absolutely nuts this evening. So not listening, but that's typical children for you. What do you expect for kindergarten age? But yeah, so if it says if the elite gives you a number on the plus side, I will look into it. The only ones we won't be looking at is the odd numbers, because obviously that's resources and materials. Are we interested? Yes, but that's what we get every month. So far, what I'm going to show you is off the first path. This is what I've got. Obviously, my resource materials, and then second milestone, tickets and Ducats. So we're already on our way for getting Ducats. On the next one, then we have the rares and an uncommon Armada, so that's not bad. Some Tetrions, so 1700 Tetrions there. That's not too bad actually. That's a fair whack. So are we going to be getting some of those cloaking events, that disappearing act event? I don't know. Possibility. That many Tetrions, I won't count it out. It might be added, because I know there's going to be additional stuff added. Well, from what I've heard so far. Right, so back onto the main line. Obviously, faction credits, which is always a great help, and some Tetrions. below that one on the Elite is 3 more Garrick and 2 more uncommon Amadas. So it looks like directives are going to be reasonably sourced this month. I will still say they've got a long way to go to actually to get them done. But what I do... Oh, hello, that's the wrong one. What I do like is the fact that these new Dominion Amadas, we're going to be able to do them once a day. An uncommon, one a day. A rare, every 3 to 4 days, depending on the uncommons you do. And then an epic, potentially anywhere up to every 16 days. Yes. And I've had a look at some of the things of how we're going to get it. And we will go into the Bajoran faction thing after the Battle Pass and the events. But I tell you what, I'm absolutely loving it. Scopely are really making up for last month. They're really making up for the cock-ups they did last month. And I'm not going to lie. So it's making me feel really bad about that video that I did. But it's a video that needs to be watched. Anyway, so... Sorry, trait XP, obviously always a good one, and some assignment speed ups. So please bearing in mind that there may be a battle pass event which is going to require away teams. Looking at this, I'm going to guess it's around the milestone 8 range. So that's given it this weekend, maybe, give or take. It depends on how it all falls. And then obviously down onto Elite, we've got some Go-Go Juice, some Earthenite, and some more rare directives. Like I said, these rare directives, you will end up with a full 200, which will give you a bloody adverts, which will give you a full rare Amada. So moving on, obviously more tickets and some matrix dials, which are going to go towards your missions. We will look at the holodeck because I know there are some missions which helped unlock the Bajoran tree, but obviously given the fact we had an oopsie chest, it has unlocked the Bajoran not the Bajoran tree, the Bajoran faction store. It's opened it a lot sooner. So, and then obviously below that on the Elite line, we've got some more trait XP, which is good, and some more away team speed ups. So next up, we've got some recruit tokens. Okay, yeah, blah, but they're also pretty valuable at the same time. So it's a bit of one or the other, really. And this will complete your set. This will complete your rare Armada by milestone 12. So you're looking into the second week on this one. And then you can go blow up those cardy stations. Or if you don't really fancy the cardy stations, you can go blow up a normal one. So more tokens. Now, how many event tokens are these tickets we're going to get? I'm not 100% sure. I did catch the calendar said at least 3 days. That was it. 7th, 14th and 21st. Nothing about it being 3 days long. Now, usually it is 3 days long, but I don't know. So Friday the 7th is going to be the first one. And then obviously more tokens. And then next up we've got Garrick and Assembly Medals. Assembly Medals, very important towards that Starbase tree as well. There are some new buildings coming, and I won't be showcasing that tonight because I'm nowhere near it. Absolutely nowhere near it. But, so, yeah. I'd have to go join a bigger alliance and use their Starbase. Anyway, the Elite side for Milestone 16, some Syndicate XP and Damar. So, going on there, and then we've got some Damar on the Elite tree, so on the main tree, sorry, with more Syndicate XP. And Garrick with some pattern buffers. So it looks like Scopely are going to give us the opportunity to actually do some of the older missions. That could be interesting. And then obviously to round it all off, gold Ducat with the badges and more Ducat here and that back con badge. I won't mind that con badge. It looks pretty good. I'm not an avid avatar collector, but hey ho. So that is the Battle Pass. Like I said, it looks pretty good this month. I'm actually quite impressed with it. So, but we'll see how it all pans out. Now, we also have the pal events. Obviously, as you can see, I've done the threat event. I was literally doing faction, I was doing Dominion, and I was doing Swarm all at the same time. So Swarm was obviously scoring to this one. Faction and Dominion was scoring to every other combat SMS. But we're going to look into this one. So this is your server-based one, and enemy approaches. And basically what you need to do here is complete the SMSs and defeat Jem'Hadar. So you're going to get a point for every turn. So for everyone that you kill. So obviously you give into the server. And then obviously any SMSs that you complete also going to get you 100 points as well. I do apologise that myself and my sofa is in the way of the word complete. But it's 4 days long, so there's like plenty of time. Servers are probably going to wipe that out. Now this next one is basically go kill Jem'Hadar. I will be doing a massive grind on these tomorrow, because obviously we've got 19 hours. I want to get this done, and the rewards are, I wouldn't say they're too shabby, but it's not too bad really. Yeah, that's the top one for me. That's Ops 41. Obviously they are going to be Ops related as usual, and obviously there you go, there's a full list. I've been hitting the low level hostile, so it's going to take me a very long time to do it. I will be knocking that up to some of the higher level ones with my jellyfish, because my jellyfish was pounding them like left, right and centre this afternoon before the events actually started. So, and then you've got the AMS. Now, this AMS, I've actually had a quick look at it. This is going to be relatively easy to complete, even as a solo player. Because yes, it's supposed to be an alliance-based one. 15.6 thousand points I've got on the board to reach. Now, let's look at the points. Defeating hostiles. Let's move myself out of the way a wee bit. So, defeating any hostile, 5 points. Okay, that's not bad. So, anything in the galaxy is going to get you 5 points. Defeating any Jem'Hadar hostile is going to give you 10 points. Well, if you take that 15,600, do you know how many hostiles you need to kill? 1,560. Simple maths. Simple maths. You take that, you divide it by 10. That is it. Literally, that's all you need is 1,560 Jem'Hadar hostiles, and you've done it. Nice. But there's extra ways of getting the earn points as well. There's these favours. I'm still not quite sure how these are required. I've got an idea, so we can discuss that. But you get 20 points for each favour that you do. So that's going to help. That's going to boost you. That's every time you get a favour, that's 2 Jem'Hadar hostiles less you need to kill. But anyway, and then obviously complete any other research with another 10. So each research that you complete is going to give you some points, but it's also going to knock 1 Jem'Hadar hostile off your target. Yeah. And if you want to go by the standard hostiles, you can go do a proper grind, and I mean a proper grind, and you're talking 3,000 targets. 3,000 targets, that is insane. So you could do that over 2 days quite easily as a solo player. And I'm sure some solo players, so some players who really do the active grind and hit that 1,500, is it 1,500 or has it been increased? But I know, last time I knew there was about 1,500 top line. You're easy going to do that on your own, not a problem. So, but we'll wait and see. I won't be doing too much in the way of PvE grinding in the show, because obviously if I had a mouse it'd be a lot easier, but the point is I'll keep reaching for my phone. But like I said, it's going to be, I'm going to nip to a local computer store and see if I can get one on tab, but I don't think I'll be able to. But anyway, so faction favours is an SLB leaderboard, syndicate points, and what else are you going to get? Oh, speed ups as well for your away teams. So yeah, earn favours, complete research. You want to go for it, go for it. You got 4 days. I'm not going for it. If I get anywhere on the board, I get somewhere on the board. Right, SMS, next one. This one is defeating the Amadas. Again, it takes 4 days to do, so do not worry. Now, but what you will need to bear in mind is the points. I'll tell you what, let's shrink me a wee bit. There we go. So, the points. Now, defeating anywhere up to solo 39 is only going to get you 500 points. So bear that in mind. You're going to need 8 Amadas to do it. Go for the 4 tiers. As Joseph just pointed out, he managed to do it with his Enterprise, Augur and Jellyfish. Yes, okay, his Augur and Enterprise are high tiers. They're higher than mine. My Jellyfish is higher than his, but he still managed to do it, and he only lost his Augur. So that's actually pretty damn good. So 4 level 4 tiers will get you it. So that's going to be nicely in the 4 days. So, and then obviously if you want to go for the higher ones, yeah, good luck. I mean, that's going to be for like the higher level players. And then obviously you've got all these as well. I mean, level 60 Amada there, 17.7 million points. I hate to think how many points that they need for this event. But, so, the one thing is though, since the launch of the event, I've not actually seen many people doing the low level, the low level Amadas. What the spawn rate is, I don't know. But we can have a quick look at that as well. And then also you've got one for completing your missions. And it's, by the looks of it, it's literally just the core missions. That's it. That's all you need to do. The rewards are, yeah, okay. They're alright. They're not going to get me to build my next gun up very, very well. But then also you've got the Battle Pass Overflow, which is your normal. And that sums up all the events. So, not a bad set of events to start off the day. So let's have a quick look at the calendar. I'm going to really delay the Bajoran as much as I can, because I said that is a fantastic faction store. I'm loving it. But anyway, so quick look at the calendar then. So obviously you're going to start off with your battle pass. There's all your milestone points and everything. So have a quick gander. Obviously you can see these in your base as you just saw me go through that big telephone. So that big TV screen right next to your Tritanium warehouse and vault. So non-events. So we've got complete missions. Obviously events start 240 hours. So 4th to the 13th. So by the looks of it, you need to do those missions pretty sheepish. So yeah. And then obviously enemy approaches, as we've seen. We've got that up. Enemy approaches, that's a 24 hour. And then we've got, it's a 96 hour apparently. Okay then. Wish the mission and faction store were available at my level, but still have the new officers and BP to chase. Yeah, it's not too bad, Matt. What level are you? Because it's kind of weird that you haven't got the faction store, which obviously if you're below a certain level, it tells me that's gonna be a lock on it. Didn't know that was actually in place. So got myself a cup of tea ready for tonight. But anyway, moving on. Only 28, mate. Oh, right, so it's got to be an Ops 30 thing then, mate. Trust me, mate. I am going to say this. Get yourself to Ops 30. Get yourself to Ops 30 and camp there for a little bit. Camp there, get some research done. Locked at level 35. Oh, you are joking me. Locked at 35. Oh. I'll tell you what then, mate. I'll let you drool over what you're going to see. Because trust me, it's going to be... free-to-play players, yeah, you're gonna absolutely love it. So obviously, for any low-level players watching, you're gonna get a chance to see it. And I'm sorry to say you're stuck to drooling over it, but don't worry, because you will eventually get there. 35 also is a recommended camping place while you build up the stuff that you need to get to Ops 39. So 35, you're gonna have loads to do. But if there's ways you can build stuff up, trust me, do it. If you can get there, you can start building up some of the stuff. I would highly recommend you start now, sling it in as a daily grind or something like that against these Jem'Hadar hostiles. And that is where you start, the Jem'Hadar hostiles. Trust me. By the way, so moving on, next one is fighting for the resistance. We're going to have four 24-hour events where it's basically go out and destroy hostiles. Loyalty to resistance, which is how it scores Bajoran faction reputation by exchanging antimatter units. Now, antimatter units are the things that the Jem'Hadar ships drop. You will take these into your faction store and you can exchange them for certain things, which you can exchange for more stuff, which you can exchange for more stuff. It's a loop on loop on loop on loop, but it's all free to play. It is all free to play. It's grindable. Well, I say grindable. What Scopely's idea of grindable is, you kind of get, you know what it is, but from an opening standpoint, when you finally do get there, like I said, if you can get to Dominion space, start the grind. Trust me, start the grind, whatever ops level you are. If you can get there, you can take on those ships, do it. PMC, I will say this, PMC, target just the explorers and the battleships. There's all three types of ships in those systems. So just go for the explorers. Trust me, you will not regret it. You will not regret doing this kind of a grind, then by the time you reach Ops 35 and unlock that faction store, the amount of research, because it's technically research in there, the amount of stuff you're going to be able to do in there, and that very first day, I'm going to tell you, you low level players, you're gonna fly. You are literally gonna fly. Your strengths, a lot of stuff's going to improve for you massively. There is 24-hour cooldowns on it because I accidentally claimed something which I shouldn't have done. I accidentally clicked a button, but hey ho, you'll see that when we get there. By the way, I'll tell you what, right, enough talking about it. Well, we can come back to this. We can come back to this, can't we? We can come back. Compared to other All-Stars, they are easier. Yeah, so, right, so I'm going to move that up a little bit, and factions. So, Bajoran, as you can see, I'm already tolerated. For those of you who got the chest, you immediately opened and you became tolerated. And here we go. So there you go, so material credit claim. Now, you're going to have to bear with me as I was trying to remember the path. Now, you'll see at the top, you've got your life. These antimatter units, these are what you're going to get from destroying those Dominion ships. They're all bug ships, but one's a cruiser, one's a battleship, one's a fighter. But they are all the bugs. They are the bugs. But anyway, we have a new metaphor for Scopely bugs now. It's the Jem'Hadar ships. So I think Scopely decided to give their bugs a face. Or at least a ship to play on. But anyway, so grind these out. Trust me, grind them out. You will not regret it. So where do we take them? Well, let me think. Now, uncommon exchange loot. No, hostile exchange. Now, was it here? Yes, this is it. You can see the chests all laid out below me. They do not scale well. Some bits in this do scale pretty damn well. But this one, near one chest for 16,000, 40,000 for two chests, or three chests for 92,000. You can see the scale. It's like that. Whee! But I'll tell you what I'm going to do is I'm going to be stupid. Yes, I'm going to be stupid because I'm going to do all this live on stream. I'm going to do that. So we can get a load of these Bajoran badges. Yes. Because this is what I mean by it's a loop on a loop on a loop. So now you've got these badges. Now, what do you go for? Well, you've got some varying different stuff. We go back up here. Where can you go? Well, you can either spend some of these Bajoran badges here to get your Bajoran reputation. I'd hold off on doing that one. I would hold off on doing that one. It's a brilliant idea and everything, yes. But I would hold off on that one. There is a reason why, and it will become clear. You can go here and spend them here to get yourself some Amadas. As you can see, two chests. One chest is 135, one's to 805. It does not scale. It's like that. It's ridiculous, that one. But what we're going to do is we're going to do that. Yes, because I'm going to have a second Amada available for me to do. 24-hour cooldown. Right. Credit exchange is next up. Again, you can go spend here. Now, these Bajoran credits you will need. Yes, you will need. However, do you want to get them from here? Well, I think that one's going to be personal choice. I think that is going to be personal choice. Because as we move down, and we're not going to click on, well, we just click on the eye here. You get some Bajoran credits here. Now, the loot you're going to need is the uncommon solo Amada credit. Yes, you're going to need a fair whack of these. As you can see at the bottom, it's 495,000 just to start off. But look what you're also going to get on the other end. You're going to get some rare directives. Yes, these are for the rare Dominion Amadas. And it's guaranteed. Everything on that top line is guaranteed. You're going to get some diplomacy tokens. Trust me, this is another form of currency. There is a lot of currencies involved here. But they actually have a purpose. They actually have a valuable purpose. So you got some credits, you got trait XP, brilliant. You got ultra recruit tokens, another brilliant one. And then you're going on to ship parts, and obviously there you go. That's pretty much it. They're all RNG based. So I'm sorry about that one. That's what you're going to put up with that one. But that's that one. Now, next to it, as you can see, is blanked out, is the rare loot exchange. This is from the rare Amadas. Again, and it unlocks a gorilla. It does, Mark. Trust me, it looks pretty good. And I forgot to ask. Oh, stupid me. Well, how can I not do this? So, material claim. Now, you're going to get some of these Bajoran credits. As you just saw in the previous chest I've showed you. Two chests I've showed you. Bajoran credits, you're going to bring them here. 130. for the first one. But again, it doesn't scale. 2 chests is 330. 3 chests is 1600. It does not scale. It's like that. It's like a weird acceleration curve upside down. But it's all RNG based, and I guarantee you, I accidentally did this and I got those first 3. Yeah. Now this is all G4 because obviously I am a G4 player now. But looking at this, I'm going to guess that when it unlocks at 35, you're going to be getting G3. I would hazard a guess. Don't quote me on that one. I could be wrong. Could be Casey. You got a chance to start building up G4 materials, which is also going to be brilliant. But again, and I get a chance to get some epics as well. There's no I button to tell us what the rates are. So I'm going to guess that these epics, their RNG rates are going to be bloody rock bottom. This is Scopely after all. But anyway, it might be a case of this scale better. Next one, this one unlocks at Gorilla. But again, it's exactly the same chest. But instead of taking the Bajoran tokens, this takes these diplomacy tokens. Yes, it don't use Bajoran credits, it's diplomacy tokens. So you're going to be able to do that. So again, it's exactly the same chest. It's exactly the same chest. Don't need to go through it. So, rare loot. So again, now you're going to get more diplomacy tokens. You're going to get more credits as well. But look, you're also getting 250 epic directives. It's a 500 stat. 2 of these chests, and boom, you can start an epic. Now, DJ said in his video, the chances are you're going to be able to get to do 2 epics per month if you plan it out right. It is going to take some planning. You are going to have to work it out. Am I going to be able to do this? Am I going to be able to do that? But look at those first 3. They're guaranteed. It says guaranteed. That's the word we ought to be seeing more of in this game. Then also you're going to get some officer shards of Kara and Miles. And then you're going to get some ship parts. Now there is a reason why it's just the rare officers. It's a rare box. Because we're going to go even better. Yes, we're going to go even better. So the rare one unlocks at Gorilla. I'm sounding like a bloody salesman because it favoured. Yes, the next reputation up, you're going to unlock the epic Loot Exchange. Yes, and what you're going to get in here, guaranteed diplomacy tokens, faction, Bajoran credits, all to spend. But they're guaranteed. Then you're going to get into your RNG, and now Cisco is added. It's just Cisco in here, not the other 2. It's just Cisco. And again, you also go to the parts, but now even the rares are added. So this is going to be brilliant. Again, the costs are below. They do not scale well. So my best recommendation with all these, go for the single chest. It seems like it's going to take you longer to do. Yes, it is. No question about it. But trust me, in the long run, it's going to be cheaper. It's going to be cheaper in the long run. Given everything we've got coming into the game now. I've just sat down this afternoon and thought, there's just too much. There's just too much for me to keep on top of. Have I done this? Have I done that? I'm going to have to start writing stuff down and do ticks. Have I done this? Yes. Have I done this? Yes. Bearing in mind that I do have a busy real life as well. With my kids, looking after my disabled partner as well. So I have a busy life, and trying to get everything in is a tall order. But I can manage it. Anybody can manage it. It's going to be easy. And guess what? You don't even need to use those bloody bots I've heard people complaining about. Perhaps some people have been using bots, I've heard, but Scopely can figure that one out. Anyway, so moving on. The next one, the next faction reputation, which is Par Strong. So for those of you who remembered when Cisco first arrived at Deep Space Nine in Emissary Part 1, he met Kai Opaka, who grabbed hold of his ear and said, obviously, you're Par Strong, the one who does not want to be with among us is to be the emissary. Par Strong. Well, guess what? That's going to be a faction reputation level. What the points are for these, I do not know. I can't find them. But if we have a look at the loot change, again, 2 guaranteed. But look at this. Directives. Directives. And they cost these edicts. Edicts. Part of the Amadas. So you'll get to see them. Again, they don't scale very well. Do the one chest. It is all RNG, all of them. But look, as well, you get officers as well. You get the ship components. So, yeah, a brilliant chance for you to start building up these rare ones when you get into the G4 region. Like I said, this is looking fantastic. Also, next up, starting at the gorilla level, is the Superconductor Exchange. So, more stuff for your Alliance Starbase. You get 650 there. What it's going to cost you, I do not know because it is locked. I'm not at the gorilla stage. You also get some assembly credit exchange as well. And then, if we move further up, officer recruitment. There you go. Issue 3 officers that you've had so far. Bajoran credits, all RNG based. So, I mean, 3 shards of Cisco. Okay, so we've now got a source, and I'm presuming more officers will be added to this as time goes on, and obviously unlocks a high meta. It almost sounds Klingon, but yeah, there you go. I've never heard that rank used in Bajorans. But anyway, now next up is the G4 travel token. You'll need these for certain systems within Dominion territory. It is a G4 one. Again, unlocks a favoured cost. I do not know. Next one, another reputation level, the Resistor. The frame is the Bajoran wormhole. That looks fantastic. I like it. Next up is the Avatar at the Prophet Chosen, which again is the next level up. Now, Bajoran favours. As you can see at the top, we've got Bajoran favours, and if we click on the arrow down, that's everything. That's all of it. Yeah. And hopefully, if I do everything right this evening, I might be able to do the first one for you. But if you look, the top one, Bajoran Construction, there's 5 levels of that. Here you go, right next to me, Bajoran Construction. Increases efficiency of power, steel, titanium and dilithium for your base buildings. Yes, so it's a resource reduction. Another efficiency research. Yes, research. We're into the research part of this store now. Next up is Kira's Fury, which is base weapon damage. Now remember, I've said, I think it was in the Stellar video, I was explaining the difference between base and everything else. Base is down here. This is all your research on top. So when they say base, it's going to be this lower level. This is what your ship originally does before all the research, all the officers are applied. So it's just base. So it's not a big increase, but it's there. So, I mean, the first level is 50%. I mean, if you click on the little eye there as well, you also get to see the levels. But look at that, maxed out, 250%. That's actually not pretty bad going. So, and the first level is going to increase my power by 84,000. So, not bad. What the power increases over the whole lot, I do not know. But we'll see. Next up, Bajoran's Rage. Increases base hull health. Again, bottom level. That's the one it's looking at. Not this one up here. This one down here. Your base level. So, Shikar, shield. Shield health. It's a given. It's a shield. It's shield health. But as well, if you wanted to know how many levels, like I said, look on Bajoran Favors. It gives you that full list of what there is there. Next up, Prophet's Tribute. Adds Ultra Recruit tokens to your 24-hour chest and increases existing rewards. So this is a boost for that 24-hour daily chest that you pull once a day. It refreshes every 22 hours, but you know which one I'm on about. And it adds Ultra Recruit tokens. How many it's going to add, I can't tell you. Is there actually a... So, is it Prophet's Prize? No, it's Prophet's Tribute. There's only the one. Yeah. It's one level. Yeah, I couldn't even tell you how many Ultra Recruit tokens you're going to get. But it's a daily source. It is a daily source, which is good. More chance to get more of those get some more of those officers up to their maximum shards. Alright, Prophet's Prize. Increases loot rewards from Dominion hostiles. So which means all these antimatters. Yes, you're going to be able to drop more. Why have I got White Christmas? White Christmas, really? It's only October. We're not there yet. Let's forget Christmas. But anyway, well, it certainly feels like Christmas this month, doesn't it? With all this, it certainly feels like Christmas. I mean, I'm loving it. By the way, Prophet's Prize. So, more antimatter pods. Prophet's Rewards. Increases uncommon, rare and epic Solar Armada credit drops. So which means you're going to be able to get more money. This one is definitely a must if you're going to be taking on those Amadas on a daily basis. Hi Kevin. Start selling Christmas already. Absolutely agree, Kevin. I worked in retail and when they started doing Christmas around this time, or in November, I was like, are you bloody joking? let's get Halloween out the way first. So yes, we've got Halloween coming up at the end of the month. I would not be surprised if we have a Halloween-based event. And more currency. Yay! We love currencies in this game. We absolutely love them. But anyway, Outlaws Advantage. Now, this is going to increase your cost efficiency for uranium on stellar components. So this, I presume, this is going to be the uncommon, rare, and the epics. So it's going to knock it down. Now, if you remember, in the Outlaw research tree, you have stellar efficiency, which literally cuts the cost of uranium in half. What this one's going to do? Well, he's going to start off, if we look in the favours, you're going to start off at an additional 10%. Yes, it's going to drop it by an additional 10%. And it increases it by 50%. So that's going to bring it down nicely and further, which means for those who have got the high level faction of Outlaw, as you can see, I'm Outlaw, I'm one step away from maxing it. But the cost is stupid. And what it's going to cost me to actually get the uranium, so having less uranium needing less uranium to put on my Stellar would be beneficial. So again, that's another one, but again, that's going to come down to player's choice, this one. Next one, you got materials trade route level 1. This one's a cost efficiency again, so it's another efficiency for your buildings, so bringing those costs down. When you get to G4 for Ops 42, I'm going to need 30,000 uncommon ore. 30,000 uncommon ore. That's a staggering amount. With all my efficiencies, that is going to come down to around about 22,000 maybe. Add this on top, it's going to bring it down even further. So next one, officer training drills. Increases all officer stats. That looks like a pretty good one. I've got to admit, I'm pretty impressed with that. That looks pretty nice. Won't say fully impressed, but anyway. Critical chance, increases critical chance against players. So this is a PvP one. So for those of you who are avid PvP players, I would highly recommend getting this one because it increases that chance for you. Stubborn defense. Decreases opponents' critical chance against players. So again, if avid PvP players, you want to go for this one because it's going to decrease that critical hit chance against other players. But of course, if you get it guaranteed, your opponent's going to have had it as well. So how that's going to work, I don't know. So both you're going to decrease each other and you're going to increase your own. So basically, I think you're going to be like, let's just have a quick. Let's have a look at the favours, see what they say. Favours. The first one in for increasing your critical chance is 1%. Decreasing your opponent is 2%. Wow. So basically, if you've both got level 1 Lana's Edge and level 1 Stubborn Defense, if you've both got them, you're both dropping 1%. You're both dropping 1% regardless. Now, whether it works that way, I don't know. That's me doing simple maths looking at these. And if you agree with me, by all means say. If you disagree with me, please tell me and let me know why you disagree. Because every day is an education in this game for me. Doing these live streams can be an education for me as well, with players giving me officer loadouts and all that. And for those of you who do watch live streams, we've put them out. We've actually run tests with it. We did Wesley on the last live stream because obviously we ended up with missions missing. But anyway, moving on. Part Ascension. Increases faction reputation gains. Okay, yeah, so that's a good one. Prophet's Gift adds new daily gold chests to Syndicate, XP and Bajoran badges. Activates after daily reset. So once you unlock this one at Militia, so there's another one for you. So I'm guessing that comes in between Guerrilla and Flavoured. Looking at the way these are laid out, so adds in, and obviously once you've done it, you're not going to see it activated straight away. You're going to have to wait for your daily reset, which for me is 0400 hours in the morning or 0300 hours UTC. So just bear that in mind. 3 AM UTC. Caver's Fist base piercing stats, not bad. And then Tetron Abundance. Increases your Tetron maximum capacity. Now, we all, Christmas, no. You might be at 35 by Christmas, mate. So it would be an early Christmas present for you if you got it. But like I say, grind for the next couple of months and you can do it. But anyway, Tetrons, when Tetrons was released and the we was told what the maximum limit was, we all turned around and said, this is a pissing joke. This is going to increase it. Let's have a quick look at the Bajoran favours on this one. There is 3 levels to this. So your capacity is going to be 300, 400, 500. Bearing in mind that at the minute, the maximum is 200. So increasing it to 500, right? That disappearing act event that pops up when it feels like it, that's going to be easily completable in 24 hours. Easily completable with the max level of this. Obviously, it's probably going to cost you a pretty penny or two. But anyway, in addition, that's 300, or is it the new max? That's the new max. Because your max at the minute is 200. You get this abundance, your max is going to go to 300. And there's still a damn good chance that you can complete that daily in 24 hours. If you do it right over the daily reset. You do so much one day. Oh, well, actually not the daily reset. It's going to be the reset in your gift section for Tetrions. If you time it right, you can clear it all out, and then you'll get the chest the following day, add some more in, boom, jobs are good. And 400, 500, yeah, not a problem to complete that daily anymore. Right, so Bajoran Crystal Refinery. Now, here comes the boat. This comes the big one for G4 and G5 players. Increases base refinery rewards for G4 and G5 crystal. Now, you're going to have one for each one, gas, crystal and ore. What's it going to give you? Well, it's going to start off increasing your base bonus by 50%. Level 2 is 100. Level 3 is 150%. That is a whopping increase. Yes, it is base level, but don't forget the refinery is also RNG. So I'm actually looking forward to that one, getting them and getting the materials a lot faster. So, and then also we've got Kira's Sword. Increases critical hit damage against players. Yes, so now you're going to increase your critical hit against players. But I guarantee this one, yeah, there it is. Decreases your opponent's critical hit, critical damage against players. Now, let's have a quick look at this one. And there we go again. Kira's Sword. So it's going to increase your critical damage by 20%. So it's going to take, just for example, your 200%, and it's going to increase it to 220% against players. However, if your opponent comes up and they've got this, you're not going to 220, you're going back down to 195%. Yeah. Oh, hang on, no. Sorry, 197 points. Hang on. Let me get this one right. Because if you're at 200, then you'll be dropping 25%, which is going to be 12.5, which is going to be, what, 187.5%. So I thought you'd gone, there's some thought gone into or to give the bugs right. Yeah. It does. Like I said, they've given the bugs a face now. They've given them a ship to play with. Well, a bunch of ships to play with. So now you can go smash them and go, you scoping bugs, you get out of this galaxy. But anyway, that's me overreacting. But anyway, yeah. So you come up against an opponent that's going to have this already applied. You're going down to 187.5. But if you've got that 20% on top, so add your 20% back onto it. So you, I think I'm not quite sure on the maths. I'm going to say 197.5 will be what you get dropped to. But I don't do the maths. Check out DJ and the Talking Trek team. They love maths. They love going into the numbers and everything. And I guarantee you, they're going to have looked at this. They're going to be running the numbers. When they get this, they're going to be running the numbers. I will tell you that. Because they love numbers. But anyway, so that's the Bajoran favours, and that is everything in the Bajoran store. So, what do you think? I absolutely love what is in here. It's fantastic. But anyway, so that's them. So, right, now let's get my Enterprise under repair, because I'm possibly going to need some officers off it. So, we'll do that quickly. Alright. Right, so let's go have a quick look at the diary again. So we'll go back. Where did we get to? We got to, I think it was around here. Enemy approaches, faction favours, how to score, acquiring Bajoran favours, completing the research also scores. So those Bajoran favours, that's pretty much what we've just been looking at. Opening up all those things. It's great to have this versus another research tree. Yeah, that's absolutely exactly, Kevin. You just buy it and it's done. Buy it and it's done. That is, yeah. So, I really can't wait to get into it. I really can. But there's a chance we might be able to do it later in the stream. So, Bajoran favours, yes, you're going to do those bits of research, score points. And it's already started. It is a 4-day event. So, yeah, have fun with that one. One-on-one Amadas, as you see, is also started. Again, it's another 4-day event. Solo Amadas. The Prefect of Bajor, that's coming out on Saturday. It's a 48-hour event. Oh, I'm seeing what they're doing with the dates now. They're putting the start date and telling you how long it's going to last. So maybe actually this idea of it is actually not too bad. So regular and solo Armada directives, rare and epic only. Yeah. So that looks like it's going to be an interesting one. So you've got a few days to get a rare Armada up and ready. So get cracking with those uncommons. Recruit Cardassian's Rebel Veer. Okay, it's an SLB, whatever this one is. And starts on Monday. So earn officer Cardassian officer shards. Other officers also score as well, and your reward is the Damar Avatar. Wow, that was a letdown. That was a letdown. So, don't think I'll be doing that one. So, recruit Cardassians. Telever. Again, and this one you're going to get the Garrick Avatar. That's the following Monday. Anyway, Dominion War Games starting on Monday, Tuesday, and then the following Monday, Tuesday, 2 24-hour events. Is PvP time! Yes, it's time to go out and smash up other players. And you're going to earn bonus points for using a Cardassian officer, one of the Cardassian officers as a captain. So if you've managed to get one by these Mondays and Tuesdays, you're going to get bonus points for using them. Bear in mind that these work on interceptors, so that's going to be your Saladin, your Gladius, your Hi Stan from server 32. Well, welcome to the stream, mate. That's the first time we've had somebody actually advertise that they've been from what server though. No, that's good. I like that. That's good. Hi, welcome to the stream. So Dominion Wars. So yeah, if you got these, it's going to be your Saladin, Gladius, D4. Kelvin, Pylum, Hector, Northcut, Sanctus, and Rotaran. I think I got them all. All the G3, G4, 5 ships. So yeah, pure interceptors on that one. Again, like I said in my video, are you 114? Oh, so Matt, you're over here on the EU servers. I like it when I get players from both sides of the pond. It's brilliant. But yeah, so Dominion Wars, yeah, the Explorers are being given no love this month. Hopefully, touch wood, we're going to see them next month, maybe in December. Hopefully, but I can't guarantee that. Like I said, I don't have an NDA like Rev Juice and DJs. They'll have the information. I don't. I go by what I see and what I see on the videos. And yes, I do steal information from their videos. As you'll know from the patch note video I did. I mentioned DJ quite a few times. So, and I was kind of annoyed with YouTube on that one because my settings was to have all the videos visible. For some reason that patch notes was put on private. I had to put it back on visible. So obviously everyone got to see that like 2 hours later. I was not impressed with YouTube for that one. But that's technology. Anyway, starting on Wednesday next week, the 12th, and for 3 days, it's a 48-hour event, I think. It's friend and foe. SMSs, we've got friend and foe, how to score complete friend and foe events. So what events we're going to get there, that's going to be an interesting one. So we've got Stare Pot as a 24-hour event, defeat Federation and Romulan hostiles. Well, I'll be going straight for the Romulan one, that one. Absolutely, Mark, absolutely. A sub-event will be in place for that one for players level 10 to 19. Friend and foe, FCA, the Ferengi Commerce Authority. Mine materials, platinum, and selected resources. So basically, anyone who absolutely loves mining, that's going to be your day. October the 13th, I believe that was a Thursday. So my voice is really going croaky at the minute. Friend and foe combat, more PvP in a specific system. Specific system and ships specified in the description. So keep an eye out for that one. This is for players 15 and above. There will be a sub-event for 10 to 14. But for those in this combat one, remember, sorry, check the description what ships you can use. We've had this event come round before where we've had specific faction ships where you go into another faction space with those specific faction ships to kill hostiles. But this is going to be PvP. So if it's going to tell you that you need a Saladin and you go into Kepler, Saladins will be converging. You could pretty much say it's going to be like the Rialta versus Rialta PvP event, where I think that was just literally generalised. I think most servers actually found a specific system to go to. This one's going to give you, so this means it's most likely going to be level bracketed. So yeah, for me, if it's going to be an interceptor, it's going to be the Kelvin. I'm Shuttler out of luck, aren't I? Or D4. I'm even more out of luck because I've got no D4 and I haven't got a Kelvin. So just please bear that in mind. So there might be a reason where you're going to have to go build another ship or you're not going to be able to compete. Anyway, next event, stir some more. Defeat Klingon hostiles. Yay! Don't really need to defeat them, but I don't mind going to kick a Klingon's butt for some points. Anyway, Path to Profit is the next one, starting on the 16th. And the first one is going to be Strength, which is gain power by completing research, buildings or defense platforms, or spending ship XP. So here's your chance to save up some ship XP to be able to spend in this event. Ship XP is relatively easy enough to come by, for the most part, through away teams. Yes, so if you catch an away team with ship XP, you do it. Do it. You've got till the 16th to get enough in. They do come round quite regularly. So I think it's usually at least once a day I find one, if not once every 2 days. So get it, trust me. It's not one that needs a trace. It is one that will need like the health, defense or attack. So stack your officers accordingly. Don't worry about traits for those particular away teams, because if it's the ship XP you want out of it, just stack it per the stat. Per the stat it says. That's the best advice I can give you on that one. Bribery next up. Mine materials. Making bribes with... Oh, right, yes. Now, we've had this event before, and I believe it came out in the Ferengi arc, where you had... Yeah, if those of you can remember that particular event, I'm trying to remember how it worked. You buyed for some other currency which you used to do the events and what have you, and get stuff, but yeah, so that's coming back around. Yay! So there's an SMS and an SLB. The SLB is for levels 20 and above. Federation Alliance. Deal damage to Federation Klingon and Romulan Amadas. So here we go. So, and this is on the 18th. So this is why the directives are being given out so readily this month, because by the looks of it, we are going to be doing faction Amadas as well. So, unfortunately, as much as I did that video comparing Cardassian and Faction Amadas, it's going to be purely Faction Amadas you're going after. Levels 20 plus are going to be able to compete with that one. Sub-events are going to be in place for 10 to 19. You know, I've never seen events put in place for levels 9 and lower. I've been toyed with the idea of starting a new account, but it just reminds me, did they actually ever get events? So, but anyway, another path to profit is Dominion and defeat Jem'Hadar hostiles. This is for the bigger boys, 35 and over. A sub event for players 10 to 34, which I'm most likely going to get is going to be hostile hunts. So if you're lucky, then they'll actually synergy it with the battle pass as well. Ticketed events to round it all off: 7th, 14th, and the 21st. So that's your Fridays. Section of 3 of SMS run each day. So by the looks of this, it's still going to continue to be your 3 days of 3 days of ticketed events as you go on. And then obviously the returning events, Jelly Brawl, we have 15th and the 16th, so we've got 2 runs of that one. And Parabellum as well on the 12th of October. So bear that in mind. So Jellyfish Ball tomorrow. Yes, tomorrow. Wow, that's quick. We've only just had art launch and Jelly Ball's already making an appearance. Now that's brilliant work, Scopely. Because that should actually give me enough gas to do my guns. Yay! I might be able to get the D-gun done, because I need so 1500 to do gun C, but I still need 3000 to do D, which is another step towards Ops 42. So that's brilliant. Now we've got all that out of the way. Should we go to Dominion Space? But before we head to Dominion Space, let's get these ships crewed. So the first crew I'm putting out on my Saladin, I don't think events exist when I was under 10. No, to be honest with you, it's been nearly 4 years for me, and I don't even think I remember flash events. They used to pop up every now and again, but they've since disappeared. And yeah, but no, I don't think they do. But how many of us are that low? In fact, how long do you spend below level 10 these days? A day? 2 days? I don't know. It's been that long. But anyway, right. So the crew you see on screen now is an advisable crew, because we was given them last month. We had with Quark Arc. Yes. That's what I was thinking as well, Kevin, which is brilliant for someone to agree with me, confirm what I was thinking. Well, anyway, this crew, now, nowhere in Cisco's Captain's ability or Ops ability or the other 2 Ops abilities does it state Cardassian. So, here we go. Captain's ability. Now, bear in mind that this is a full synergy, so that's going to be represented there. But it increases armor, shield deflection, and dodge by 1400%. The delta health of when fighting Amadas. Now, it doesn't specify which Amadas, so this is a generic, and same for the. Right. Thank you, Avan. So yes, this is purely an Amada officer. His officer's ability. Benjamin Sisko increases critical hit chance against Amadas by 3% every round. Again, does not say Cardassian. Does not say which specific Amadas. So this one you will be able to use against the new Dominion. Kira, again, decreases armor, shield deflection and dodge of Amadas by 13%. Now, mine's tier 2. It starts off at 10%. So again, this says Amadas. It doesn't say which one, but you will need an attack stat below deck as well. I think it's of attack. Yeah, attack stats. And then obviously you've got Miles's Look of the Irish. Again, for 3 rounds, Miles has a 25% chance of increasing shots against Amadas by 100%. So he doubles your shots against Amadas. Again, does not specify which Amadas. So again, this could be a full run synergy against these new Dominion Amadas. And given these abilities, would highly be advisable. So now I've put them on my Saladin because of the Saladin's big gun. Now the big gun fires once every 2 rounds. Is it every 2 rounds? Let's have a quick gander, shall we? At its here we go. Okay, I can move it down, but here we go. Oh no, right. So it's once every 3 rounds. Is there synergy between all 3? Yes, there is, Mark. There is synergy. I will show you that in just a minute. But so 147. Thank you, Kevin. So 147. That's the rounds are going to fire. So this falls well within Miles's abilities. If he procs on that first round, you're getting this shot off twice in that first round against an Amada. Wow, that's a blast. Because obviously this is the biggest gun in the game. It is the biggest gun. Well, for G3, and to be honest, it could be a little bit bigger for some of the baby G4 ship uncommons as well. It can be a right bruiser. But anyway, so that's why I'm putting them on here. So these are going to hit hard. They're going to hit fast. So obviously I'll need to put a below deck in. Now, as long as I make 300%, it's fine. But as well, I've got to go by what's needed for the cruise. So I'm going to need health, and I'm also going to need attack. So what I'm going to do, this is the way I usually do it. So what I'm going to do is I'll move myself in the middle here. And what I do is I look at the stats, and I'll take my smallest one first. So the smallest one I've got is health. Now, as you can see, I've already got a load of officers. But my best health officer is going to be Nero. So I will move Nero across. Boom. Now I'm at 300% and the rest of the stats are all falling in line. So defense next. And we're going to take Marcus off that G ship. So which means ship G is going to be low. And there you go. I'm now at 300%. So now I've got 5 slots left to build attack and health. So I'm going to go to attack next. And I'm going to pick a couple of officers again. I'm going to pick Khan. I'm going to pick Kang. If I've got the away team speed ups to, yes, I have. 19 hours. I will do that one there. So there we go. So now bringing Kang because he's my best attack officer. Oh, and he's bringing Gorkin back with him as well. So there we go. So that's now boosted that up, and I'm going to pick one more, and I'm going to do Barat because, yeah, it's Barat. I don't know why. Next one is a health officer I'm going to need. So let's see, we're going to go 5, and shall we choose? We'll choose Krell. So there we go. So there's my stats. That's my stats. So Cisco is going to take. Is it this one here? Yeah. So Cisco is going to take that 21,000 health. Times it by 14. That's an increase. That is an increase. And then obviously Major Kira she's going to take the attack stats, 22,500, and times it by 0.13. So 500%. That's just the tease. Need to take a week off grinding. So, but yeah. So that's the crew I'm going to have on my Saladin. Headship 2.3 million in dock. Ooh. Anyway, next up is going to be the Bortus. Now, this is my tank. This is my tank. It already has good health, so I'm going to want to... yeah, I'm not quite sure how I'm going to stack this one, but I will tell you one officer I'm going to want. I'm going to want him up there. So I'm going to go to group as well, because I'm going to need her as well for synergy. And then I'm just going to keep, just for the synergy basis, I can't, because figures, don't it? So what I'm going to do then is I'm going to put him up there to give me full synergy. Now, I'm going to need help for this one as well. But as you can see, my stats are already at 300%. So what more do I need? Well, obviously I'm going to need health, I'm going to need attack. So, let's have a look at health. Who can we nick? So, yeah, Look, let's see if we can get Charvanek. How long has she got left on hers? Should be able to do it, actually. Yeah, there we go. So that's that one done. So, right. Let's move myself up here a minute. Right, so we've got Charvanek. So now we'll need some attack. Because obviously I want to increase the Bortis' attack abilities. So I'll put a couple of attack officers on. And then we'll go for some more health. There we go. So that's now going to be a nice little boost for that one. And then obviously my Centaurian. Let me think. Explorer. What should we put on here? Right, so we've got Kirk we can put on. And because this is a G3 ship, I can do this. And I'm also going to pick Zhao. Where's Zhao? I didn't realise he was that far down the list. There he is. So there's Zhao behind me. Again, I'm already at 300%, but I do need to make the defense stats stack out. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to leave those officers that's already there, and I'm just going to simply augment them with some additional defense stats. There we go. So 24,000, so which means my Centaurian's now got a decent crew. So now we're all set. Let's head out to Dominion space. If we can actually get there. Right, so let's put me back there. Right. Whee! There we go. So we're going to zoom out. Now, as I said in my patch notes, Dominion space is over to the left of Federation space. Boom. And I've just realised I actually needed a ship. And the problem is, I've actually gone and put an officer I needed for it on one of my ships. So let me just see if I can still... Oh, I thought I'd saved the system. I thought I'd saved it. I can remember the name of it because I've already been doing some exploring. Good, it can still get it. So right, I'm going to send that there because obviously I'm going to show off what's in that system because it's the only place where I've found an epic. Yes, but anyway, we're not going to do the epics just yet. So what we're going to do is I think that system's got no. So is it that one? Yeah. So that's got some Amadas in it, but that's a deep space. So let's send my fleet in ready. Now, bear in mind, I've not actually ran any of these Amadas yet, so I don't know how it is. But we kind of have... How big am I going after? I'm not quite sure yet. But like I say, all these got maxed engines, so... What's the maximum engine? So they do it up to warp 60, so that's not too bad. So there goes my Fisher going out and having a look. There's 40s and 35s. Yes. Now ideally for doing the event, I want to be doing the 40s. I can do 4 of them, but the question is, are these 3 little ones going to be able to do a 40? That's the question. So, but I'll tell you what, right? If I can get them there, yeah. It's about, yeah. That's right, Stan. It's about 22 million. I've been looking at some of the stats, and I don't think I looked at this. I don't bother with the Cerritos. I really don't. Every time I've used it to boost my ships, I was like, I've not really seen any benefit from it. So, Right, so ship D has... Oh yeah, that's right, I'm taking the jellyfish in it. Right, so all me attack fleet is ended up in the 35 system. So let's have a look at the 40s when the jellyfish gets there. So, because I think with these Amadas, you're going to have to assess the potential of your fleet against... Oh! There's an epic! I didn't see that earlier. Ah! Let's have a quick look at that epic. So, yeah, it's not bad, 52 million. Now, as well, I will point out that these have ship abilities. And this is what I mean. In this Amada, once you lose to these, they literally restore their full health. That is it. They restore their full health. So there's no double tap on these. Sorry to say, victory is life. If they win, they live. You dead. You dead. But anyway, so that's that. So there's a couple there. Right, so let's have a look. There's an enterprise side of this. Oh, I've got a jet. We have a stuck gem. Let me just see if we have a stuck Jem'Hadar bug. We have a bug on a bug in a bug. What's the chances? Anyway, let's use the RS. Look, so this amount is 38 million. Now, would I be able to say that on? No, I'm not 100% sure. So let's have a look at its stats. So its attack is 3 million, defense is 3 million, and its health is 31 million. Yeah, I ain't going to get through that. What's its rewards? 115,000. But as well, these are the edicts that I mentioned in the Bajoran. Now, the Amadas will be dropping these. Yes, so that's going to be more into your Bajoran faction store. Like I said, it's a loop on a loop on a loop. Here's the start of a different loop that circles into the other loops. I've never seen an event with so many different loops. But anyway, I mean 115,000 as well. That's pretty decent because it's definitely going to work towards getting those chests. But yeah, this one looks like it's going to be probably a little bit too strong for me to deal with. However, shall we have a look at this ship ability? Should we have a look at this ship ability? Now the question is, will my ships make it in time? 1 minute 30. I'll tell you what, I'm going to bring my fleet in. I am actually going to bring them in because I'm not quite sure how adding all 3 ships is going to, if it's going to be 1 by 1. I think it is a 1 by 1. But if anyone's done these Amadas and wants to share, please feel free to share. So, is he still got his, yeah. So, tell you what, let's, oh hang on, that's already been taken. Let's go after that level 40. So anyway, yes, right, these are your antimatter units that you're going to get. Again, it's a loop on a loop on a loop. I will push them, so that'll push them to the limit. Enter 1 by 1, thought it was. So, best off getting the fleet in position first. So these are the antimatter units that you saw me spending on Amada directives. So obviously, like I said, this is a loop on loop on a loop. I can't say any better than that. You'll want 1 or 2 epics for the 40s. Probably. So, but I love testing on stream. So we're actually going to do this. We're going to do this uncommon here with them. So, oh, for crying out loud. So, boom. Oh, I was just about to say it's costing me 200. No, it means I've got 2 Amadas. Oh, okay. So screen clip back. So there we go. So now we've started it. So the Saladin is going to go and join and join. So let's see what this does, and we are going to look at the battle logs. We will look at the battle logs. So maybe I put the Deep Space Nine crew on the wrong ship. You never know. Going to be interesting to see this one. But anyway, so we'll get the jellyfish carrying on doing some grinding. So, blah, blah, blah. Right, well, since we've already found an epic, I can just send him home. And then what I'll do is I'll change him over for a low-level ship as well, and then we'll see what the warp range is for that first system to help out the lower-level players. So what event's that? Oh, it's the SMS. I'm actually quite intrigued on seeing 3 of my ships taking on an Armada, and I think this is the way Armadas should be. If you can't guarantee players from your alliance going to join, you might as well be able to, you should be able to send more than one ship from your own fleet to an Armada. Really should. So now, how does it come up in your alliance board? Oh, it doesn't come up in your alliance board whatsoever. That's because it's solo to you. You don't need to ask for help. Here we go. No, okay, so, yep, they died. And as you can see, full health again. So, now, before we go any further, let's take a look at the battle log. How much damage did we actually do? We barely did anything. We barely did anything. Wow. Did we actually get... we got 16 rounds out of it, though. So, that's not too bad, I guess. But, yeah. So, we lost. These things happen. So what we'll do is we'll quickly repair the fleet and then we'll send them back in for a lower level one. So let's burn some latinum, shall we? There we go. Right, so obviously then we're not going to be doing that one. Right. Hostiles, and let's zoom in a wee bit. So, right, summon here. So what we're going to do is, I'm guessing I'm too far away. Oh yes, we're too far away. Right, so let's bring the fleet in. So yeah, by the looks of it, we're going to need... Alright, cheers Stan, thanks for joining us. And thanks very much. I'm sure we're going to have some fun with this Armada and pulling it apart. But yes, it definitely looks like I'm going to have to use some epics against the forties. Hopefully my Enterprise will be able to do something, and my Auger. Maybe you, following that one you used, Joseph, of using the Enterprise Auger and the Jellyfish. So, we'll have to see. Joseph, do you remember how many rounds that you went with that Armada? It'd be interesting to know how many rounds you went. Obviously, this is going to be the only time that I can do one. But right, 23 rounds. That's not bad actually. So taking the Jellyfish's ship ability of increasing damage every round. Yeah, I should think. Yeah. So it definitely makes some sense. So right, let's change him over to a pathetically weak ship. Here you go, we'll use him. So let's just have a quick look then. So to enter the space, oh, there you go. There you go. For those levels, so Mark, you will definitely be able to enter the system at Ops 28, mate. You will definitely be able to, because if you should be able, by then you should have a ship that can do Warp 35. So you can get into the system, no problem. Can you reach this one? Yeah, you can reach this one. So these early systems you can reach. You won't be able to reach that one though, because you'll need Warp 35. So, but yeah, there we go. So that's good. That's good to know then where it all starts. Right, so is that an... Oh no, that one's moving. That one's moving, and obviously the attack button's lit up. So that one's moving. So that's not a bug. Well, it is a bug, but it's Right, so let's get the fleet in. Oh, hello. Join. Yeah, Mayflower. Yeah, there you go. Oh, Payflower. Oh. You've got a Payflower. How are you enjoying the Payflower, mate? Don't rely on its shipability, put it that way. But no, I mean, the Mayflowers are not too bad a ship. Pretty much all it's useful for is maxing out and scrapping. But, yeah, I mean, you might be able to have some fun with the Mayflower in these systems. If you've got PMC or Picard and Beverly with Chen, load them up and bring it in. Are you sending your Saladin in, are you? So, yeah, definitely your Saladin. The Saladin is an excellent grinding ship by far. It's brilliant PvE, it's brilliant PvP, it's brilliant at smashing bases. Yeah. So, even the Saladin was given a new lease of life against the G4 bases in the form of ROM. Yes, it was going to get its butt tanned every time, but it was able to smash without challenge. But anyway, so here we go. So this one should be pretty much a flawless victory. Like I said, I am using low level ships. Yes, they are maxed, but it gives you a general idea of what you could be able to do against these Amadas when you can actually get into the loop. And here we go. Aha! Boom! Well, that disappeared kind of quick. We didn't actually get to see a fight, did we? So let's just claim the points on that one. Woohoo! So, right, let's have a look at the battle log. Oh, we got a chest. Oh, that's going to be good then. So, let's have a quick look at the battle log. We went 28 rounds. So, that's not bad. Right, put myself in the middle. So, here's the officers that started it. It was Cisco and 5. And we've literally buried, I think we just literally, yeah, there's Kira, 6. So, Spock, Kirk. One I'm looking for is Miles. Where did Miles proc? Did he even proc? Because if he procced, that certainly would have kicked bum. So, I can't see him. Has anyone seen him? Because I can't. Where is he? Miles! Don't tell me he's gone into hiding. I mean, what we're on round 8 and he's still not even pocked yet. I know it says he has a 25% chance of doubling your shots, but this is bad RNG. This is very bad RNG. 10 rounds and still nothing. Even Zal's finally activated. I mean, Zal, I wouldn't have expected to. I wasn't looking at his activation, but there's still no Miles. This is very bad. You must be. Yeah, he probably is. It's still nothing. But I mean, look, the Jem'Hadar shields are still up as well, and that's in round 13. Round 14, Zal's still activated, and shields. The flagship still got its shields up. Aye, aye, aye. This is not very good, is it? 17. And what's the betting, right? Miles activated on the last round. I bet he activated in round 20. Was it round 28? Yeah, I bet he activated. Oh, no, there he is. There he is. Round 19. And he finally had procs. My God. How long does it take? That is bad RNG. That is very bad RNG. But, yeah. So, now we're starting to really gonna kick some butt with the thing. And the one thing is as well, I didn't even use Khan. Because Khan was a below deck officer on the Saladin. So, yeah. Maybe I should have put Khan on with Kirk and Spock. Maybe that's another way around it. But, I mean, I think it's one of these. You're going to have to take your time and figure out some solutions unless you're prepared to spend some money. And I can see his screen freeze. I don't understand why. I'm presuming I'm still alive. Because obviously I've got the screen behind my... So, that's strange. But no, I was saying, looking where it was actually on the loading up the cruise. So there we go. So let me just, yeah, by the looks of it, there we go. Move myself back over, and yep, that's fine. It's there. So that was a bit weird, but anyway. So yeah, that's the Amadas. They're actually pretty good. Right. So I'll tell you what. Oh. We didn't get that chest, did we? Oh, quick. Right, so we get one edict. We've got 16,000 in the loot. So what's the chest going to give us? Ooh, let's have a look. Another 2,000. Just under 3,000. Okay, so it's not an awful lot. So let's go to the Bajoran store. Yes, let's see what we can actually buy now. So, we have 54,000 of the... we didn't get 54,000 in total. Okay. So, exchange common loot. So, as you can see, we haven't got enough to do that. But 54,000, yeah, it's not too bad, I suppose. But by the looks of it, if we're doing one of them a day, yes, that's actually going to take me around about, we'll say, just average it out. Can we see one of the missions or another vid? Another vid? Or was you wanting me to see do some of the missions? I mean, I've got about 40 minutes left, so I can certainly do that. Let's have a look. I didn't realise there was any in the thing. I don't think there's anything else I can buy right now. Now I say we can buy some Bajoran credits, but can't really buy anything with the Bajoran credits at the minute, can we? No, I need 600, so not even worth me buying. But yes, even 145 there. Well, I suppose it's going to be one of those balancing acts. But the Bajoran faction store is definitely going to be an interesting one. So let's have a look. So, oh, they're all there. Now, Dr. Taylor's Soldier Spy was one of the missions where you was going to be able to access the Bajoran thing. This is a level 35. There's a level 41 there as well. Ooh. And look, it says claim. So which means that's one you can do. Also, you have to be Ops 35. So, I'll tell you what. Let's do that one. Are you sure you want to purchase a mission? Well, no, I just clicked it for the sheer hell of it, you know. But anyway, so there we go. So Tinker Tailor Dr. Spy. Woo! And it's not going to be the EMH neither. So is this going to be Bashir? Ooh, it's a mystery man. So we're receiving audio only. Whom are we speaking to? A friend. Come to Gajil. We'll talk in person. Okay. If you want our help, you show your face. These are dangerous times. Of course they're dangerous times. Broadcast my face over open frequencies. I'll explain all once you arrive. You have my word. Oh. It could be a trap. Yeah, come on then, let's go. Right, so let's... what crew have we got? Yeah, that'll do. That'll do. Right, so we need to go to Kajil. Oh, it's a Deep Space Nine one. It's a Cardassian. And it's going to be a mission where we're going to have to choose our rewards. But what's the bet? The rewards are the same for every single path you take. But was it 1, 2? Oh, yeah, it looks like a few. Could be the spy. Now, actually, there's a possibility, but I've not actually seen anything in the calendar about furthering who the spy is. So, yeah, I don't know what's happening with that one. It'll be interesting to wait and see what happens. So it's a level 10 system, so off we go. No, we don't want... Here we go. Too many ships around it again. So how long is it going to take for us to get it? Oh, it's not bad, it's only a minute. So what we're going to do then as well is I'm going to load out a discovery ready. So we can actually get the missions done just that little bit faster. And obviously it's level 35, so I am going to need a big ship to... Right, let's have a look. Well, I didn't want Leslie still on the bridge, but hey-ho. Here we go, Stamets. And Huber. And Ariam. Here we go. So, right, so that's my discovery loaded up ready. So... Next one, Discovery will go straight out on it. Yay! Because obviously the Enterprise is nearly there, so might as well just keep the Enterprise going on it. Yes. Simple answer, Mark. Yes. You need to be working on that Discovery, mate. Ah, so it's a Bajoran officer that is summoned us. High-profile Cardassian deserter has been captured and imprisoned. Oh, yes, this is one where we've got to work with Section 31 to engineer a prison break. Yay! Which is why we need you. Commander, I'm led to believe that you are known and respected on DS9. There is a Cardassian on the station who is well acquainted with the Obsidian Order. Garrick. Nothing more than a simple tailor. Simple tailor. Plain and simple Garrick. So, tell him that Gold Duloc lives. Right, so we need to go to DS9 then, don't we? So, follow the map. No, we don't want Cardassia. We want Bajor. And then, how do we earn the reputation? Right, the reputation, from what I can see so far, is you buy it. So, what I'll do is, while that's loading up, we'll quickly show you guys. So, there's your first one. You can buy it. It's not too bad. Gets you going. But there is other ways of getting it as well. Let's have a look. Is the... Nope. Want that one. Oi, 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 oi. Was it in there? No, it wasn't. Definitely wasn't in there. It's remembering where it all is now. No, I think that's it. I think that's the only place you can buy it at the minute. And as well, you'll be able to earn the reputation through various missions and things like that through, I believe, the missions of this month. So I won't be doing the missions on live stream again this month. Because obviously last month ideally was going to be looking at who this spy could be, and literally I couldn't find any clues about who it is. I'm narrowing it down between Kira and Cisco. Most likely Cisco, because his character is completely out of whack for who he actually is. But yeah, so where we can find any more reputation, I'm not quite sure. So was it the exchange loot? No, that's just credits. Recruit officer, maybe? Nope. Nope. So, yeah, as far as I'm aware, Alexis, the only place I can see that you can actually get it is up in here. But obviously, I'm sure it's going to be available throughout the missions as well. So, Elam Garrick. So, and Dr. Bashir. Woohoo! I opened the Bajora store level 33. Ah, right. Yes, now, because obviously you got 300 reputation points in that oopsie chest that was handed out. So, Mark, if you got that oopsie chest, you should be able to actually open the store by now. Because it's like the factions was when we was all younger and not so wise to the ways of Scopely and, you know, all that. When you got to Ops 22, you had a choice to make when it comes to your factions. Which one did you choose? And that's the one that was open. But the one thing is, if you started your faction reputation grinding earlier than that, you actually opened up those factions. I think with the Outlaw one and the Augment one were the exception to that. You did actually have to wait till specific points. So, yeah, the chances are, if you got that 300 points, you should be able to open it now. In theory, I could be wrong. So, it didn't unlock for me randomly. No, it shouldn't be randomly. Like I said, because we all got those 300 reputation points in the oopsie chest. So, oh, now we've got to go interrupt a meal. What's new? But yeah, so you got those 300 points, so that should automatically open. Otherwise, you actually got to do this mission that we're doing right now. So, we're going to fly through. We are going to go through it a bit faster than what I did with the others. That's if Elam Garrick shuts up. Because for those of us who watched DS9, we remember what Garrick was like. He was a chatterbox. So, there we go. So, we've got to head there. Also, for those, the 300 did not apply. Mine did. Mine applied straight away. That's why I was buzzing when it opened, and I went to start going through it. I was in the middle of doing the kids' teas, and so I just literally got it. I nearly burnt their tea just looking at it. So, but yeah. But anyway, so the new additions to the Alliance Starbase. Now I will quickly throw this in. This is what the new things are going to do. Trust me to pop up right now. Right, so looks like we should convince these bandits it's in their best interest to leave a system. Or we could bribe them. Yay! Alright, let's have a look at the rewards then. So the rewards are pretty much the difference between dilithium and steel. So, should we pay the bandits to clear them out, or should we intimidate them? What do you guys think? What do you think? Should we intimidate them or should we pay them off? First time I've watched your stream, and I just want to say, although you thoroughly enjoyed your perspective, knowledge, and a fun, positive energy. Thank you very much, JD. I really do appreciate that. I do try to put as much energy and fun into it as I can, because I know sometimes even like live streams can get so boring, so monotonous. I'm not even gonna lie. Some of the other ones I've done, it gets to a point. It's like, okay, we've covered everything I wanted to. Now it's just finding other stuff, and it's my job sat here doing this to entertain you guys. So I want to try and keep it as entertaining as possible. Today's stream is full. It's like, is it Mark who asked about doing the missions? Yeah, well, for hell of it, we'll throw it in. I've got no problem with that. So I do try to put as much energy and fun into the streams as I can. But trust me, that even drains me. So even a cup of tea can't keep me going all for the full 2 hours. But anyway, so yeah, so anyone got an idea? Should we intimidate or shall we pay them off? So I'll be interested to know what you all want to do. So should we go for some dilithium or should we go for some steel? So dilithium to pay the bandits off. Intimidate is going to get us some steel. The first one to pop up will be the one that I go for. So I don't know if I bounce. I'm not quite sure. Even like I watched Rev Juice's streams, and he's obviously full of knowledge and everything. Intimidate it is. We'll go for the steel. Yeah, and obviously he has his moments where he's bouncing. Obviously his Twitch streams are completely different to his YouTube streams. His Twitch streams obviously there's a lot more cursing. There's the chicken dance and there's things like that. It's mad. But obviously I try and put the fun here in on YouTube, because Twitch, I ain't got a pigging clue what I'm doing with that. I see them having these subs and emojis and this, that and the other, and it's like, wait, what? I don't understand them. So, I mean, occasionally you might see me pop up on Twitch and show me game, but it'll just be like game music in the background and I'll just be typing the comments. So, but anyway, moving on with the missions. So, defeat 10 hostiles 35 or higher. Really? I tell you what, I think the jellyfish is still in position. I think it's still in position. It is. So we need to defeat 10 hostiles. So why don't we take advantage of it and actually go we're going to be chasing, we're going to be racing Stokely here. I think, no, I'm going to beat him. Sorry mate, I've beat you to that one. So, right, let's do that out. Also as well, the extended zoom is available for players as well, to give you more thing on the shit. I just about get live chatting your YouTube, never mind Twitch. Yeah, even I can't figure out Twitch. So, just bear me 2 seconds. What's up, honey? Okay, off to the toilet then. So, my daughter's just come down. So, I'll probably end up having to quickly run off and leave a sofa view. Rather than the chair, it'll be the sofa view for this one. But yeah, so we'll kill some hostiles in here. So, blah. Yeah, this is the point where I get to the point now, it's like, we're doing the missions now, it's like, right, okay, what do I say next? So, but obviously doing the grinding in here as well. Now, I never even bothered checking. Is it actually scoring towards the mission? No, it doesn't appear to be scoring to the mission. Right, so level 35 or higher. Well, I thought right, so something's not sitting right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take advantage to do some Romnian rep on this one bit. Because, like I said, something's not quite sitting right. That should be scoring, because it's not telling me to do it in a specific system. It's just telling me to do 35 or higher. So, let's go into the system. And let's find... There's a trader over there. Is everyone closer? There. So, more traders should start popping up. There's a lag tonight. Lag on the stream or lag in the game? Because lag in a game, I would not be surprised in the slightest. Oh, come on. My jellyfish is dancing around in circles again. That's the bit I hate, is when the ship just flies across the system and then just starts dancing in circles while it waits for the hostile to turn up. Just message the overlords and let them know that happened. As I say, they're definitely scoring towards the events, but they're not scoring to the mission. And I tell you what, this is one of the things they put in the patch notes about this. In-game points updates nowhere near as bad as last month's. No, last month's was actually very terrible. But the fact that this is not working is a pain in the backside. So, but anyway, so we've done the content for tonight. So what I'll do then is I'm going to end the stream there. We're going to pack up and leave it there for tonight. It's nearly 2 hours. And we've shown everything. The only problem is, obviously, the mission's decided it's not going to play nice with us. So I'm going to have to get off, message Scopely, and say, oi, come on, what's going on? So, but anyway, so hope you all enjoyed the stream. I've had a blast in showing this off, and I really hope that we all look forward to the month ahead. So, until then, it's a case of stay safe and live long and prosper. And I shall see you all on my next video, which I'm not quite sure what will be yet, but we'll figure that bit out. So, here's the moon. Good night, everybody. Thank you for joining me.